73% of tech job listings require AI skills now. 3 ways to show off. That single number resets the tech playbook. The key question is not what happened, but what changes next for operators and users. We will map trigger, incentive shift, and downstream impact before the close. That's the share of tech job listings that now demand AI experience. 3 months ago it was 58%. 6 months before that, it barely registered. What just happened is a labor market shock, and if you work in technology, or you're planning to, this affects your next career move. Here's what's actually happening. Companies aren't waiting for perfect AI candidates anymore. They're hiring right now, and they're filtering for one specific signal: proof that you've worked with AI tools, trained models, or shipped AI features. The competition for tech roles just got harder. But that's also where the opportunity is. The first way to signal AI expertise is the simplest and the one most people skip. Build something in public. Not a polished portfolio project. Something real. Use Claude, ChatGPT, or an open-source model to solve a problem you actually have faster than the old way. Document it. Share the before and after. Show the code. Show the thinking. When hiring managers see a GitHub repo with AI integrated into a workflow, they stop scrolling through resumes. Second, certifications matter, but only if they're current. Coursera's generative AI courses, Google Cloud's machine learning specialization, or DeepLearning.AI's short-form certificates all signal that you spent real time understanding the fundamentals. But here's the critical part: the certificate alone doesn't get you the interview. The project you built while taking it does. You've got to combine proof of learning with proof of application. Third angle is the one that compounds over time. Contribute to open-source AI projects. OpenAI's models have a vast ecosystem. Hugging Face hosts thousands of models and datasets. When you fork a repo, fix a bug, or add a feature, that activity shows up on your GitHub profile. Every employer screening candidate sees it. You're not building in the dark anymore. You're building where the market is. Now here's where this gets interesting for India specifically. The average tech salary in India hasn't moved much in the last 18 months. But AI-skilled engineers are commanding a 20 to 30% premium right now. If you're a back-end engineer making 7 to 10 lakh rupees annually, adding AI capability to your toolkit moves you into the 10 to 13 lakh range within 6 months. The talent shortage is real, and it's concentrated in specific cities: Bangalore, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Delhi, but remote work means you don't have to be there. Globally, the pattern is sharper. US tech companies are accelerating hiring in AI-adjacent roles: prompt engineers, fine-tuning specialists, AI integration engineers, because they can't find people fast enough. Salaries in the US for these roles have climbed 30 to 40% in the last year. European companies are moving slower but catching up. This isn't hype. This is structural labor shortage. But here's the second-order implication nobody's talking about yet. When 73% of job listings require AI skills, you're in a transition zone. In 12 to 18 months, that number will hit 90%. At that point, not having AI experience won't just hurt your chances, it'll disqualify you entirely. You're in the window right now where learning fast is still a competitive advantage. In a year and a half, it'll be table stakes. The contrarian angle: many of these job listings are listing AI as a requirement when they actually just need someone who can learn fast. They're scared they're going to miss the boat. Some companies posting AI requirements don't even have a clear AI strategy yet. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't learn. When hiring managers get 2 candidates, one with AI experience and one without, the choice is instant. Experience beats potential. What changes next is the portfolio. In the old tech world, your best work stayed behind closed doors at your employer. In the new world, the best signal is what you've shipped publicly. That's why the first principle, build something in public, is the leverage point. It costs almost nothing, and it telegraphs that you're not just keeping up. You're staying ahead. If you're in India and you're concerned about competition from global talent pools, focus here. Hire yourself out as a consultant to build AI features for local businesses. You'll get paid in rupees, but you'll build a portfolio in dollars. That work becomes your calling card. US and UK companies will notice. The last thing worth monitoring: tool adoption speed. Companies that are moving fastest are choosing between Claude, ChatGPT+, and open-source models like Llama. Learning all three, and showing you understand when to use which one, is a multiplier. Most candidates learn one tool. That's enough to get the interview. Knowing three makes you the person they call when they need to move fast. This is worth paying attention to because the window is open right now. 73% today means the skill gap is real but still bridgeable. In 2 years, if you haven't engaged with AI as a practical tool, you'll be starting from behind. Not impossible, but harder. The time to move is this quarter. 73% of tech job listings now require AI skills. That number was 58% just 3 months ago. If you work in technology or you're planning to, your next job depends on one thing: proving you can actually use AI tools. Here's how. First, build something in public. Use Claude or ChatGPT to solve a real problem. Show the code, share the result. Second, get a current certification from Coursera or deeplearning.ai, but pair it with a shipped project. Third, contribute to open-source AI projects on GitHub so your work shows up where employers are looking. In India, AI skills command a 20 to 30% salary premium right now. Globally, the shortage is even sharper. The window to learn is open now. Focus on 3 layers: immediate trigger, structural incentive shift, and downstream effects on operators, users, and regulators.